K. Fill in the middle with an A. It's Carlos and Ryan, and we know that you're dying to hear what we have to say today. I say we hear what we have to say today. It's the blank. Fill it in. Fill it in. Fill it in. Yeah.
Jam. Well, another episode.
207.
Had another shitty, very shitty week in America.
Why was that?
It's not shitty per se, but definitely news. Another very fascinating. I'd say, yeah, a more fascinating week in America.
Yeah. I can agree to that.
That is, I mean, we'll get into it, obviously. But, you know what? Let me just hit off the intro. Actually, let me review a drink first. Happy Dad. Made by those very suspect YouTubers.
They're made by YouTubers?
Mouth Boys?
No idea. I've heard, but, like, I don't know. I couldn't tell you what they look like.
They're Canadian.
Oh, are they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sick.
But they're pranksters and disturbers.
Oh.
Vodka beverage. I've never had Happy Dad a day in my life. Have you had Happy Dad before?
I have. I didn't know that it was Canadian.
Yes. See, it's Canadian symbol right here. Anyways, this is fruit punch flavored. Let's try it out. I also got the grape. Is that funny?
No, you're not speaking in the mic, so they probably can't hear you.
Did you? I said I had the grape flavored.
No,
Is that funny?
I like it. No,
Why is
I
that
like
funny?
it.
That's not funny.
I love grape.
All right. The Death Row version. Obviously, got a shout out to the West Side. Shout out to Big Snoop Doggy Dogg. But here's my taste of the fruit punch version. All right. Okay. I've never eaten ass before.
Wow. All
right. I can only imagine it tastes the same.
Crazy.
So, hey, I never said I was gonna be
crazy.
You know, one of those fake people. Happy Dad ain't sponsoring us, so
hey,
it's whatever.
That's true.
So I'm gonna give my honest opinion. This
That's
wasn't great. I'll finish it, but it wasn't great.
Yeah.
Anywho, Young World. Young World. Young World. Young World. I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ryan.
And this is a very special September 11th edition of The Blank with Carlos and Ryan.
Yes, September 11th it is.
And thank you for coming for another week, another edition. And another, like we said earlier, fascinating week in America edition of The Blank.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan, you want to introduce yourself to the kids? Because obviously we got a lot to talk about.
Happy Thursday, everybody. Happy Friday if you happen to listen on the Friday. Happy weekend if you happen to listen on the weekend. We're on episode 207. Nothing really special but the number, but we're still going strong. Carlos and I definitely appreciate you joining in with us. Like Carlos is saying, today is a bit of a
it's gluten-free.
A touchy, I guess week worth of news, especially from America, and it being the anniversary of September 11th.
Yes.
Some other sort of big American news that happened lately, which we'll definitely be talking about.
Absolutely.
But yet again, we definitely and truly appreciate you joining us for another episode. So, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We couldn't do it without you, so thank you.
Thank you. Lock in. Let's do it. All right, folks. Get your pencils out. because we got some puzzles to solve. I didn't like that saying. I'll work on it. Are we going to jump right into it, or should we wait a little bit?
Whatever you like.
You know what,
Whatever you like.
Let's jump right into it. All right. Obviously, the world news about what happened yesterday. I guess I'll dive in as to how I heard about it. I was working on my laptop there, doing reports for the workplace as usual. Then I get the notification from a friend of ours in our group chat. Article pops up and stating that Charlie Kirk, who's well known on the YouTube atmosphere for debating liberals on their viewpoints, having some pretty interesting views on laws for guns, you know, racial equity and blah, 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 you name it. He has some differing viewpoints. He got shot yesterday, and he was in Utah, at Utah University, continuing his typical spiel, going to colleges, debating with liberal students, or anyone, rather, about anything. They would stand in line, go one at a time, and debate with him on a topic. He was actually, at the time, funny enough, debating on gun rights in America. Mm-hmm. And he was shot. So the suspect apparently is still at large. Apparently homeboy was about 200 yards away. There's speculation that he was on the roof of a building nearby, and they shot him. Okay. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Me and Ryan did see the video.
Very gruesome.
Very gruesome.
Very gruesome.
Very disturbing. Very traumatic.
Not for the faint-hearted by any means.
Definitely not. If you're not into the whole gruesome, bloody nonsense, that shit will definitely change you. If you watch the video, you are literally witnessing a man die. You know, there was a whole praying for Charlie situation. I'm not gonna lie, as soon as I saw that video, I instantaneously knew he was gone. There's no way you survive something like that.
Definitely not.
Absolutely not.
Definitely
there was, listen, like, even if there was a bet, there was no, like, I don't want to get into it because I'm no medical expert, but I mean, the fact the dude went limp and all that blood was leaking, if your stomach is not for this, then you can skip a little ahead. But all that blood coming out, there was no way. There was no effing way.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like it hit like one of those fatal arteries that we happen to have. And
one, like, we need oxygen. Like, it needs oxygen. But your brain needs oxygen, to be exact. As soon as I saw him go limp, I'm like, yeah, it's over with. There is no way. There is not a chance he's surviving that.
But yeah, it was like a little fountain of blood, like gushing out of his neck.
It was insane.
It was insane. Absolutely insane.
You know, but that being said, all right, now I will provide my take. Ryan, you can provide your take. I'm gonna keep mine short and sweet because I don't want to like make this a whole episode a political thing. Although it would call for it. Just here's the deal. I'm gonna be blunt. I didn't like the guy. Me and him would probably never share beers or, you know, go hang out. Me and him have very differing viewpoints on a lot of things. I did not like the guy. However, from what I read on Instagram, from the people who were bummed out that he died to the people who were genuinely celebrating that he died, my take is, regardless of how I felt about him, I cannot in good conscience be happy for the fact that a man died fighting for the right for what he believed in. That's just me. Like, I cannot in good conscience be happy about that.
Yeah, that's fair. Fair.
You know, listen, me and him, we don't agree a lot about, like, me and him would not be friends, most likely not. But at the same time, the guy had his beliefs. The guy was a father. The guy was a husband. And and someone killed him simply because they had a differing viewpoint from him. Again, that's the speculation. We don't know right now, but the speculation is of that. Now then, I'm in terms of what I'm speaking about as to what the public are saying as to how he died. I can't in good conscience be happy at the fact that he's died simply because he believed in something that you had a differing viewpoint in. Now then, all I'm going to say is, it's unfortunate for the family, praying for y'all in this rough time. And, yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, that's fair. It's a good take.
Your thoughts?
I think that, I agree with Carlos. It's definitely tough to, see anybody go realistically. I think any death is unnecessary from that perspective. I can't say that. And I've seen his videos every once in a while, and I haven't seen all of them, but at least from what I have seen, like, he definitely is another one of those people, like Carlos is saying, that I wouldn't agree with for probably 99% of the things that he's saying out there. Right. The way that he happened to approach things. If anything, I feel bad for his kids at the most. Yeah. Other than that, I can't say that I'm sad by any means. Like, it doesn't mean anything to me realistically. Like, I think I'm more sad about sort of the state of modern day sort of North America and how sort of polarized society can be, and that if they do happen to find the killer and it is because of, like, political beliefs, right, the opposite thinking of it, the sort of polarization of thought process, then that will be extremely sad, to the point where, violence is sort of the necessary step that people happen to be taking on their end to then, end the other side sort of thought process or whatever it may be. So yet again, like, I'm sad for his kids. I'm sad about the situation, about how the world is at this moment. Yeah. Especially in North America being, quote unquote one of the strongest countries in the world. But I'm not sad about his death. Like, I don't agree with what he was saying. I think that a lot of the stuff he was doing was harmful. Wow. A lot of stuff he was saying was harmful. I think that he really didn't care too much about regular society or a big part of society. So yeah, like, not like people deserve to leave this earth in that manner by any means, but I think that, from my personal opinion, I think that the world is better without some people in there. I'll be honest with you. I think that, spewing hate in a certain sense and, like, giving that far of an extreme view isn't good for anything. Right. I think that, like, the extremist, like, Christian view, I think the lack of, like, empathy towards Palestinians, like, all of that kind of stuff really came through in his thought process. And then, like, even the biggest joke that's going around online is his whole thing that there needs to be some human sacrifice. There needs to be death in order to fulfill the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, and the right to protect yourself. And I think, like, that thinking,
there's a few videos that are coming back where it's just like biting him in the ass.
Yeah, like Carlos had this this post in our group chat the other day where it was like, a lot of the stuff aged like milk. It was like aged absolutely terribly, and then the way that his life happened to end is exactly the hate and sort of opinion that he was spewing towards. And this is like, when you start to, like, talk about violence in that sort of way, or you happen to not be empathetic towards individuals, or if you start to spew.
And sorry to interrupt you, but I want to say this is also the guy that says that empathy is a weakness. Yeah. Like, he said this. He literally said this.
100%.
And now I'm like, like, I've never, you know what I mean? I've seen some famous people go down and shit, but, like, I've never seen a situation where your words come back to haunt you after.
Like, and the Buddhist in me, truly believes it's karma in that sense. And, I think that, spewing hate and the lack of empathy for others and, just a lot of the stuff he was saying about the sacrifice of human beings and how it's necessary for the Second Amendment under God's rights. And, like, I don't know what his views on abortion was, but I'm assuming that it was probably very right wing.
Very much right wing.
And then when it comes to like trans rights and all that kind of stuff, I think it was very, very right wing. And like everyone's gonna have their own opinion about the things, and we're not trying to make this.
Sorry to interrupt you again, but I was watching his Jubilee video, which is probably, I would assume now it's probably the most viewed. In that it was before when he was alive, it was tied for first. Yeah. But I assume now that he passed, it's probably first. But in that video, he was debating someone, and they had asked him if your daughter, which he does have, I believe 2 daughters, was raped. Yeah. And she wanted to get rid of the baby because she didn't want remnants of the rape. He's like, yeah, no, she's giving birth to that child. Yeah. So that's
just stuff like that, right? I think that's it's
like he comes across as very not even like you mentioned, sure, he has all this hatred thing, but my thing is, though, if you're gonna debate someone, don't be dismissive as well. Like you don't even acknowledge the other person's viewpoint. You know what I mean? That's not really is it really debating at the end of the day? You're just instilling your viewpoints and hoping they get it.
Yeah. Like there's definitely I'm sure, like I can't sit here and say that it was all bad, but I can't recollect any video that I saw it. And honestly, I probably should put a little bit more effort in watching some of the good stuff that he produced, because there probably is a good viewpoint every once in a while. There's a lot of people that come out and say a lot of people come out and say I agree with some of what he was saying. You know, I didn't agree with like 90% of it, but there was 10% that, you know, made a little bit of sense, which I can understand. And I just think that, you know, majority of what you happen to be doing is spewing hate, you know, not love for one another. I think that's a huge issue. And I think that that's why I'm not empathetic towards his death. Yet again, I'm more sad for the kids, because the kids had a father that was a little bit more selfish on the thought process of, I have to spew out my words rather than be a good dad. You know what I mean? Like not to judge him and say he was an absolutely terrible father, but like when you become a father and a parent, you are trying to ensure that you protect your kid at all points in time. You know, but if you're putting yourself out there in the world's view, you know what I mean? Like putting yourself in danger, under like being target number one in certain instances, and like not having the security around you. And yes, you can't always 100% fully protect yourself, but like you have to be extremely, extremely aware of what you're doing as a father, especially when you have 2 young kids. And like
understand that people are not gonna like what you're gonna say, and there's gonna be a select few of those local people that are gonna want to legitimately harm you or kill you.
Yet again, like not that it's right by any means, but like, you know, we talk about the concept of like him like fully believing in the Second Amendment. It's like the Second Amendment, he put himself in danger by putting out viewpoints by that. And like if it happens to be, you know, he's out in public and he's like just spewing hate, you know, doing these like sort of debate me things at universities, like it's bound to happen at a bad time. And if you truly cared about your daughters in that certain sense, and you wouldn't put yourself in a position where you are in danger or in a high instance of danger to then get, like, you know, lose your life in a certain sense. You know, you were target number one in these instances, and you put yourself on the pedestal for it, right? Just to be able to get your point across, to think that it's like God's words and you're spreading love or whatever it may be. But then now you have 2 daughters that are going to grow up without a father. And then potentially, I don't know what her mom does, but like if her mom's not working because she was living off of what he was doing, then it's like, okay, what are they going to do? Is she going to go right-wing politician now and then try to blow up the same way so that she can support her? What if the family's not wealthy? You know what I mean? Like stuff like that, it plays into a role where it's like now you have 2 young daughters that are potentially just in this system now. Or because of this, now they're even more hatred for like the left, and they don't learn about things like empathy. And because
I think that's where we're going towards.
Right? Like it creates more extremist views, and then now you have 2 probably beautiful young daughters that are going to learn, like, you know, a left crazy person.
Democrats did this.
A Democrats killed my father, so now I'm going to even hate a little bit more, kind of thing. You know what I mean? And with a country that, you know, the right to bear arms is their freaking bread and butter, or their blood and fucking oxygen, like this is the stuff that you run into as a country. And for individuals that happen to back this stuff up all the time because they think it's the right way to go, Like, it was only around going to be biting you in the ass. So
what goes around comes around.
like, it's really bad karma. And yet again, I feel terrible saying it, but yet again, I'm not sad for him. He was one of the people that happened to die for his beliefs, which I can respect in a certain sense, but it was just, it wasn't it. I think that you're gonna get more. They say like that saying, you're gonna get more honeys with, like, you're gonna get more bees with honey, something sweet and like more love, and then like you're more empathetic, and if you spread love, you're gonna have less of a chance of dying from some sort of extremist. But if you come out and you're literally dissing people based off of their beliefs, you know what I mean? Then it's like,
how do we feel bad for you?
Yeah, how are we really gonna be empathetic towards you? It's like, yeah, us as people, I'm still empathetic towards the death of you, I guess. I'm more empathetic towards your daughters, but like at the end of the day, you weren't really doing anything to move society forward and to love each other in the way that I think the world should work. And I know he's gonna say the same thing if he was still alive today, but like, there's a reason for why people think that guns are right, and then they end up living in a country where people are dying by guns and stuff like that. It wasn't articulated as well as I thought to say that within the last bit of time, but I think it's extremely, extremely important to understand that your views, the way that you happen to approach certain things, the way that you happen to say things do reflect the day-to-day of who you are. And like, we can't anticipate every single person out in society to then be okay with you because you happen to not believe in certain people, or like you think that empathy doesn't exist or is a weakness and stuff like that. It's like, instead of loving each other the way that we're supposed to be taught, the way that the Bible teaches it, you've used that sort of platform to then go ahead and like look or make like university liberals pieces of shit on social media, like that kind of stuff. And then you put yourself as public enemy number one in those situations. It's like, especially in a world where guns are legal and anybody can go get a gun, situations like that are bound to happen. It's just one of those unfortunate circumstances where it happened and it literally backfired on him, and now he left 2 young children to fend the world on their own. Especially they're young. Like, they're not like...
They're toddlers.
Yeah, they're literally toddlers.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, great,
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So it's like, we never want to be able to see like the political sort of environment that we happen to live in now. You don't really hear about assassinations in modern day. Not in this country, not in... Like, I'm glad that it's not happening in Canada, like, but it's so close to us that North America, we're pretty much the same. So it's like, it's only a certain amount of time that it potentially comes over here, but you never hear about that stuff. It's extremely sad for people to lose their lives based off of their beliefs, but it's the belief that he happened to believe in put him in a situation that he was potentially going to be losing in that situation, and it happened. So that's my opinion on it. Funny enough, my conspiracy theory aspect of me in it, because I do have a little bit in that.
Go ahead.
And this is fucking crazy.
Go ahead.
But I think it's perfect timing for the Conservative Party to then have a martyr at this point in time. We have the Epstein list that's being locked out. We have Trump that's trying to, state that he's not doing things and lock certain things away. We have a conservative right-wing influencer. He's not even a politician. Like, he's not even part of politics. He's just a guy that goes and...
What do they call him again? He's a conservative, not enthusiast.
Like something like that.
Yeah.
Just
he didn't work for Trump. Let's be clear.
Didn't. Yeah, he wasn't a politician.
No.
He wasn't part of the government. Right. But I think that it's really good timing and news for the Conservative Party to have a martyr, to stray away the news away from what's actually happening with the Epstein list, with Trump's health, depleting, that kind of stuff. Yet again, that's my conspiracy theory aspect of it. I don't think
we'll be right back.
I don't believe that the Conservative Party did it, but if they did, I think it's perfect timing for that. And he's like a good person that had enough influence in society, but not enough for like the government to come out and be like, oh God, like
it definitely creates all eyes on him though for news. I mean, like all the news stations were talking about it. I mean,
like it's crazy.
Completely, just like I don't know. I don't want to get into the whole conspiracy thing because at the end of the day, we're just gonna be thinking, like what if, but like without no facts, then
Yeah, no facts whatsoever. I think it's just
I get what you mean, though. I mean, and shit. Now you got me thinking.
I think stuff like that happens all the time in politics.
Oh,
I think that
even
it's
I think it happens in America more than any
yeah,
place on the
like
planet.
other like third world countries just go out and kill the dude.
I think
yeah, we did it.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah. I mean, like, there's no shame with other countries.
No, they're like, yeah,
you
we
think
did
Putin is gonna sound
No.
on the video? It's like, okay, I killed him. So
No,
what?
I poisoned that.
Anyways, you guys are voting for me because no other politicians
Yeah.
running against me. Deal with it. But here's the deal. Like, I think America and conspiracy go hand in hand. I mean,
Definitely.
100%. Like, America is consistently trying to brand themselves as the best country on the planet. In order to do that, they need to do some nasty things behind the scenes to maintain that.
Definitely.
And I'm just, let's talk about it. I mean, like, dude, like some of these things that we think, like, who, like, you know, even, I'm sorry I'm talking about this on 9/11, but there has been conspiracy theories saying that, you
George
know,
Bush.
the government is behind it.
Yeah, like
And I'm not gonna say I believe it because I don't know what I don't know. But I'm saying that people are saying that yes, something along the lines where, like, you know what, let's crash a plane into the building and then see where we go from there.
day before 9/11, like, you know, it plays into the whole, you know, America Strong thing,
Yeah.
and like how Republicans are gonna be like, oh, like, you know, screw Arabs and that kind of stuff, and then like having a martyr, especially during this time, is so perfect.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like from a media standpoint, and from like rallying the troops sort of standpoint, it's like, oh, like, you know, it's September 11th. We had a whole bunch of people that died on this anniversary, and then now we have a martyr where a conservative thought process and free speech forward thinker happened to lose his life because some crazy leftist happened to, you know, pull a gun on him or something like that. Like, I think Trump is such an interesting character, and there's so much going on in the background with like a lot of the weird things that he's doing with like hiding the Epstein list, and then how the New York Times came out with that birthday card for Epstein, and then like him just doing random crap to like get media's view away from what he potentially is doing, where it's like, oh, we're changing the.
And they released a list too, and they had to censor a shit ton of things on it.
Like the what was it, the something of defense, and then he changed it to the something of war.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about. Something
like-
of war.
Like just things like that. Right?
I read that. I'm like, what the hell?
Having to
What in
then
the Power Rangers shit is going on in America?
call
man?
all of America to half mask their flags.
Now that was hold
half
on.
mask their flags because of an influencer.
And mind you,
know
he
what I mean?
didn't ask. He said it's an order.
Yeah,
You have to do it.
You have to do it.
Now it's like, oh, listen, hold on. Now. And he awarded the guy a Medal of Freedom today.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Okay. Oh,
Stuff like
listen,
that.
Hang on. You.
is he a
What?
war vet?
Mind you, today, September 11th,
Yeah.
where
Yes.
legitimate Americans who had nothing to do with anything died for no reason.
Yes.
But what did Charlie Kirk do to be awarded that award?
Yeah.
That's just my take.
No, I agree.
Now, you can call me a dick all you want, but at the end of the day, I didn't agree with anything he said. So why was he awarded?
Yeah. No.
He got assassinated, sure, which is awful. But the Medal of Freedom is someone who's heroic, to my knowledge, is awarded to someone who's heroic and has done something for this country to benefit it.
Yeah.
I don't know what Charlie Kirk has done to do that.
No.
I'm just, that's just my 2 cents on the matter.
Like-
I don't.
Like, thinking from a conservative perspective, I can sit there and be like, hey, he's spewing, not spewing, but he's fighting for the concept of freedom and the freedom of speech.
In his eyes.
In his eyes, yes, I can go and then debate with college students that have one way of thinking and then show them how, you know, this way of thinking is why I think this way.
And most
but
of them
like,
leave angrier.
but like, it wasn't as if he was going to try to educate people about conservatism.
Right.
It was like, yo, this is my thought process. You seem dumb by your thought process specifically. Yes, I'm not going to sit there and say all leftist people that he debated did a really great job. There's some bad leftist debaters.
There's
some very
based
extreme,
on emotion rather than logic.
That kind of stuff happens all the time. But it wasn't if he was one of the people that was going around trying to educate the left about right-wing politics.
Right.
It was, you sound stupid.
Yes.
Or, like, you don't believe in God.
He didn't
like,
say it outright, but the
YouTube videos show exactly the portrayal of what he was trying to get across.
Like, you can go back to those shorts and say, like, Charlie owns someone at the debate today. It's like
owns. It's like, like Charlie educated the individuals at Utah University. Exactly. And that is the sort of spewing issue that, I happen to have with people like Charlie. Yet again, rest in peace to him. I hope that his family finds help and peace and, whatever needs to be done from this perspective. But I'm not sad about his death by any means. I think that sometimes, honestly, the world is better without some individuals out there. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's just part of it. Like, I'm glad Hitler's gone. I'm glad Pol Pot's gone. I'm glad that freaking... you know what I mean? Like,
you ain't going to have to put Charlie Kirk on that level.
But, like,
I know what you mean.
But I'm just saying, like, in the dynamic of it, I think that there's individuals that are good for the world, and I think there's individuals that are bad for the world. Right. And I have yet to hear an argument that says Charlie Kirk is better off in this world, if that makes any sense.
I get that.
And I'll stand on that one.
Fair. His smile really creeped me out, too.
So, yet again, rest in peace, man. Like,
imagine we were asked to speak at his funeral, just saying all this shit.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I tell the truth.
But overall, look, I'm going to be frank. Regardless of what the reason the shooter did what he did, I mean, at the end of the day, a father was killed. 2 daughters don't have a father anymore, and I hope they catch the guy. It's not well. I mean, to prosecute on all the shebang, but I just want to know why he did it. Yeah. I need like concrete reasoning as to why he did it. So I hope they catch the guy.
Yeah, I think that's what like the whole world is kind of waiting on, right? Yeah. Like we want to see who this person is.
And there's a $100,000 reward.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, y'all, I mean, yeah. Listen, I know you down. Like, there's probably some folks out there that are happy that Charlie died, but there's $100,000 at stake. So y'all, that whole I'm glad Charlie dead shit needs to go out the goddamn window.
I'm finding justice for Charlie.
You know how this economy is.
$100,000, baby.
Y'all know how this economy is. So y'all need to ditch that shit and get that moolah. You know what I'm saying? So if you know something, don't be a freaking little political prick. All right. Get that shmoney and snitch on a motherfucker. That's all I got to say about that.
Love that.
All right? My 2 cents. Anywho, we've reached break time. I got a video to show Ryan. And then we're going to talk about, I guess we're going to talk about fun stuff afterwards because it was all political in the first half. So here's our video of the week.
We'll be back. Okay.
I officially finished this. It's not great.
Fruit punch one?
Yeah, not great.
I think like vodka cocktails they're not the greatest.
So
I think gin's better.
The doubt.
I think gin and tequila cocktails are better. If I were to put the scale on it, it'd be like gin cocktail, tequila cocktails, and then vodka cocktails. But I'm not a vodka person. I know a lot of people are, but I think that's the difference.
All right, I have grape now. This is Death Row. Shout out to Snoop.
And it's crazy, too, because I think I was reading an article a couple months ago, or even, like, maybe close to a year ago, about how, like...
No.
How,
Go ahead.
Cocktails in a can have taken over beer, like, in general.
Bullshit. That will never.
Like, there's way more of a demand for it in comparison now from, like, millennials and, like, Gen Z and...
fucking pansies.
Whatever it may be. And, like, beer is starting to kind of come out. It's more of, like, an older thing.
So. Yo, fuck these kids. Let me tell you something. Beer in a can is as old as the Second Amendment, goddammit. If you fucking don't like goddamn beer in a can, you're not American. You're not Canadian. Wow. You know what you are? You're a goddamn pansy that likes to sit behind a keyboard and fucking complain and rather do something.
Wow.
So that's all to you, you pansy sons of bitches. And that's just not the happy dad talking. Do I look like a happy dad right now? Fuck you.
Crazy.
That's all I gotta say about that.
All right. So we're back. We got this video. I haven't seen this video yet. Carlos, tell me about it. What are we looking at? Always something with this guy. Always something.
What? Yeah, those happy dads really knock you out.
Wow.
It's a cut video this week.
Shout out to Cut.
Shout out to Cut. They
Providing us
provided
great content to react to and
Yeah.
be part of our show.
But I haven't seen this one either. I noticed it got uploaded and it has like 1 million views.
Damn.
So it's online couples meeting for the first time. Let's you know what? Let's love again, man. Let's witness some love happen.
Very cute.
Very
All right,
cute. Very
let's
cute.
start it.
Some meet cutes.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Amber. I'm here to meet Huey today.
How did you meet him?
Online through Valorant.
That's really cute.
It's a video game. I've never met him in real life.
David is a guy that I met online on an app called Chispa, which is Latino community dating.
My name is Cameron Rookie. I'm here to get drunk and play Truth or Drink with the beautiful Lorelai.
Your online
Dude must
girlfriend?
be your
Yes.
friend.
All right.
He'd be your
I'm
I
friend.
gonna
like
have
this
him
guy,
around
man.
the
He's a
corner.
man.
There you go. Valorant.
Hi, how's it going? So nice to finally meet you. Wow, you are gorgeous.
You're very good looking as
Oh,
well.
thank you. Hi, darling. Hi. You look
darling.
so pretty.
Got flowers. Online for 2 years. Wow. Holy shit.
Freaking out.
And they just
I
met
was
for
so
the
worried
first
you were going to
time.
be a catfish, but I'm so happy you're not.
You're so shady.
She's really pretty.
Now that
Aw,
you've
they're
seen me
holding
in
hands and
person, do you
shit.
find me more or less attractive?
Way more attractive. Your eyes are prettier in person.
Really?
Your eyes are super pretty.
Good
Do you
one,
find me
Release.
more or less attractive?
More. You're more gorgeous in person.
Yo, let me cheers to- Man, cheers to these two. Let me take a sippy sip.
I think all of them have been doing really, really well.
Good for them so far.
This is like
Watch
one of
it
those-
be a disaster by the end of this video.
This one definitely feels like a really good, feel good. Well, it seems like they've all like been together for a bit of time.
But
Now it's
these
just
two,
like a
2 years.
yeah. These guys look
Online.
like they're meant for each other.
Oh man, it's
Yeah.
like wow, that's so nice. They're holding hands and
Yeah.
shit.
Crazy.
Oh,
Hey man,
that's love, baby.
that's love.
That's love, baby.
Gotta love it.
Oh,
So sweet.
Now you've seen me in person. Do you find me more or less attractive?
Honestly, way more attractive. Yeah, you're very pretty. I love that way you did your hair, too.
Thank you.
It's really good.
A little piggy tails.
Wink, wink. Have you seen me naked online?
I haven't seen you fully naked, but I have seen your penis.
Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, mom.
Sorry, Dad.
Wait, hold on. What do you
Send a
mean
dick-
not fully naked, but you've seen his penis?
Pull it out of your pants. He can pull it out of his pants without taking his shirt off. I warned you, I was gonna be brutally honest.
damn.
Oh no. Oh my God, no.
Oh, my goodness. If we had sex tonight and it was terrible, would you ghost me or tell me the truth?
One thing about me, I actually don't sleep with boyfriends.
Okay.
I want to get married. So
Lovely.
if I was engaged
What
to
the
you,
fuck?
and
Pause
that's
this
the thing,
shit.
If it was really
No,
What's wrong with that?
no.
What's wrong with that?
No.
Saving yourself for
Oh,
you know,
I can't
For
believe
marriage.
this. In
Crazy.
this day and age,
crazy.
we have all this technology to prevent childbirth.
Crazy.
Hey, man.
It's the concept of deflowering after marriage.
That's nonsense.
After
let me tell you
the
something.
commitment of
Listen,
marriage.
My family grew up Christian. I will tell you the whole.
Under God.
They say under in the Bible, they say that homosexuality is considered, blasphemy.
Yeah.
You know what else is also blasphemy?
What?
Wearing clothing on top, wearing fabric on top of another. So shirt and pants, blasphemy. Guess
Damn.
who's doing that?
Damn.
Literally everyone on the goddamn planet. It's supposed to be one piece of fabric on yourself and that's it.
Damn.
So you gotta adapt with the times. All right.
So everybody in the Bible is just going commando, is what they're saying.
Yeah, you're supposed to. So all I'm saying is, the world is on iPhone 17 Pro right now. The Bible is still on the freaking iPod. That's all I gotta say.
What about the Bible 2.0, the next part?
Where is the next part? I'm waiting for that part. Where's that press conference? You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for that one. To each their own. You know what, girl? Listen. If you want to do that, that's up to you.
I don't think she's gonna get assassinated for that belief.
Definitely not. I highly doubt it. But to each your own.
If she looked like that, I'd wait.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Hey, you know
wait,
what?
baby girl.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
Pretty bad. I might just have to call off the wedding.
Oh, damn.
What part of my body are you most excited to see in real life?
I mean, your eyes were a big one.
Bullshit. Look how long he
But
waited.
I'm also a man that's attracted to women.
Good for you, to be honest.
So probably your boobs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be honest, homie.
What
Be
part of my
honest.
body are you most excited to see in real life?
Your face.
My face? Oh, you're so sweet.
He's probably honest.
Also, your
I
eyes
think this guy's
are
like telling the truth.
Crazy.
Oh, this guy's
Those eyes are trouble. Those eyes are trouble.
Not even.
What's one thing you noticed about me the moment that you walked in that you're still trying to process?
How cute you are. It's like hard to process like that you're not a little guy behind my screen anymore.
Yo, I'm trying to go to their wedding, man. Holy shit.
Yeah, you're so tall. Yeah.
I knew that you were short.
You know?
Like, you were so small.
I was in LA and we matched on Tinder. I was working at the time, so I couldn't see him and I had to leave like the next day.
I live in North Hollywood and she is in Texas. We FaceTime, we play games, we text, just blowing up each other's phones nonstop.
What's the darkest assumption you made about me before we met in person?
What if he's ugly and annoying?
You're
annoying.
Thankfully, I'm just one of those. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
I knew it was coming. I was worried you were catfishing me.
You really thought I was catfishing you?
I was worried.
My Snapchats weren't that good, I guess.
What's something I've said or done that has worried you?
Probably that you go out a lot.
Normalized.
Yeah, that kind of worries me a little bit because I'm not here.
The thing about this is
I know we
that
had a
it's like-
conversation about the fact that I don't want to move to
There-
Canada.
Like, what was the?
And then
there's
you
way
said
more
that you have a guaranteed
couples-
job after school, which you haven't even started school yet. So that's
There are way more couples that are meeting online than there are meeting in person now, or
Absolutely.
something like that. Like, it's
Yeah.
great to see. I'm glad that cuts, showing that it can work, and it's a great thing overall. So
Absolutely.
be open to it.
Yeah.
I know it's not for everybody,
No,
but
Definitely not.
put yourself out there.
Yes, absolutely. Or if you prefer the in-person thing and you got a confidence, why not?
Yeah.
Ask out in person.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they'd appreciate it.
Yeah. Definitely.
But, yeah, that's all.
2 years, and then you want to go into this job, and I just don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah.
That's a truth or fear. You can either answer the question or do a little dare to get out of answering.
What's the kinkiest thing you've ever done with someone online?
Probably what we did.
Yeah?
Yeah. He took my e-sex virginity. What is the kinkiest thing you've ever
cute.
done online?
I don't know if I want that out in the world. All right, give it to me. Give it to me.
Oh,
All right, you have to read this fear for him. It kind of involves both of you.
I'd rather you have answered the question. Call my dad and ask for his permission to propose to me.
Crazy.
Yeah?
I think I'm more comfortable with you doing my mom than my dad.
Hello?
Hi, is this Tammy?
Yes.
Hi, my name's Huey. Amber and I have been seeing each other for about a month now, and I am completely infatuated. How would you feel if I proposed to Amber today?
How old are you?
I am 22.
22-year-old male. I don't know that your brains have stopped developing. I think you still have some time. You don't have to rush into this stuff. I mean, goodness gracious.
Well, my parents always told me when you know, right?
Yeah, I've tried that 3 times and none of wait, maybe 4.
What? 4? You've only been married twice.
Well, I've only been married twice, but that doesn't mean I didn't think I was deeply in love. If you're going to do it, you're going to do it. I'm going to be there.
All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Bye, Mom.
You too. Bye.
You did it.
I'm here because I met a random girl playing video games, and, I just kind of fell for her.
This is like the most communicative relationship I've ever had, even though it's only been a month. So I'm hoping that this ends well.
Aww.
All right, what's something you were afraid to tell me online?
The whole, I'm not intimate unless I'm engaged, at least. I'm a relationship girly. I don't do hookups. It's really hard for me to date people because of that. Would you be okay with dating somebody for, like, let's say 2 years without being intimate?
I mean, I went 3.5 without being with anybody, so I mean, it's not a big deal. Yeah.
Sign me up, brother. Yeah,
not a big deal.
I got no issues, girl. You kidding
Have
me?
you ever slept with someone while actively talking to me? If yes, who and when?
The answer is gonna be yes. My mom.
I was about to say, like, wait, hold on.
Let me see your face.
Let's go back. Hold on, real quick.
Not like that.
What do you mean?
No, my dad's on a business trip
Okay.
and he's in Texas right now. And so I sleep with my mom at night so she doesn't feel lonely.
Oh, that's cute.
Have you been
about to
talking
lose
to
my
anyone
shit
else
if you
online
admitted
or
that.
been on any dates since we've been talking?
No, I've not talked to anyone or went on any dates. I've had zero interest in anybody else. Since
Me too, though. I had people like try,
Yeah.
but I never was interested.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like locked in on this.
Have you been talking to anyone else online, been on any dates since we've been talking?
I have.
Okay.
I have been talking with a girl that I met like 3 months ago, but it's nothing serious.
Have you done intimate things?
No.
Oh, good.
I have seen her naked, though.
Yeah.
Has she seen you naked?
Yes.
How long ago was that?
I think a couple days ago.
Okay.
Damn.
Cool.
Got some.
Next question.
Oh, this next one
She's
is
not happy
a
about
truth
that.
or fear.
If I had a secret fetish, what do you hope it is? What do you fear it is? This is a truth or fear card. Do you want to do a fear?
You know what? Let's do a fear.
A fear.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Answer that. Don't
Show
put it
me
in
your
my
phone
ass, bro.
and let me
That's
read your
that's
dating app
what I
messages.
fear.
I deleted my dating apps. Yeah.
We're messaging on Instagram.
Yeah.
mostly.
So we kind of.
Okay, let's go to Instagram. Let's see the messages on Instagram.
Can I drink on this one?
I need to know what you're about.
Messing a bunch of, like,
What do you say?
Jesus.
There's this one girl
Blue check
that
mark
he's
models.
messaging with, but it seems really friendly. But the last message that she sent him says, visit me.
Yeah, she lives out here. Believe it or not, she's actually my ex-girlfriend.
What? You still talk to your ex-girlfriends?
No, I mean, we don't really talk.
What do you mean? She's obviously wanting you to visit her.
But, yeah, we're not really talking though.
This was 3 hours ago. To be fair, in your defense, they really only send like memes.
Is that a deal breaker for you? Like, you're not allowed to talk to your ex.
No, as long as there's trust in the relationship, I think.
Do you have any exes I should be worried about, and what would they think of us?
I mean, I definitely have the big crazy ex that you know about, but that's back in New York. It was just a bad relationship and super young. Like, we met, and then 4 hours after we met, she went to a tattoo shop and tattooed my name.
That's so insane.
Yeah.
What's your biggest fear about where this could go now that it's real?
I'm gonna be brutally honest. After you telling me about the other girl, I really don't care.
Oh.
I don't care if it fails. I don't care if it works out. I'm just gonna see where it goes. I have no preference anymore.
I'm really
Holy
scared.
shit.
Because
You gotta pause
I
this,
really
yo.
like
You
you.
let me.
And-
Oh, she is furious.
Brutally honest.
Oof. Oof.
So do you think she's right in that situation?
Oh,
or
she has
she's
every
wrong?
right to feel how she feels. I can't tell her how to feel, but at the same time, oh,
Yeah, it's tough.
Oh.
Tough for this dude.
oh.
He's got to try to figure
I
something
think she's.
out.
I mean, like she said that she'll see where it goes, and she doesn't care like whether which way it goes.
Yeah.
But I think her poise and the way she said it, I think that really spoke volumes as to how this relationship is gonna end.
Oh yeah, she's definitely offended.
Oh, it's over with.
Yeah. They're not going anywhere.
No, definitely not. It's not cute anymore. Now it's just like, now he's thinking, fuck, let this shit be over.
Yeah.
Oof.
Or he's like, I done fucked up.
Yeah, you done goofed up. Why did I admit that?
Yeah.
God damn. Oh. All right, let's continue this.
And
got a few more minutes.
you've become quite a big part of my life this past month. And I feel like if this ends poorly, I'm going to be losing a really good friend of mine.
I agree.
Thanks.
But maybe we can be adult enough to stay friends. We'll find out.
What's your biggest fear about where this could go now that it's real?
Now that we've seen each other, probably
Moving
going
to
back
Hollywood.
to the distance and how we'd handle that, you know?
Yeah, same.
Because it's gonna be like so nice to be with you, and then we're gonna miss each other, and I want to see how we can deal with that kind of like yearning. What about you?
Yeah, that's gonna suck. I'm gonna cry.
I'm gonna cry like a baby.
I'm gonna miss you immediately. How long are you gonna stay in town?
Till tomorrow.
Okay. So tonight.
Yeah, we have tonight. What's the likelihood of us sleeping with each other after this?
I mean, I'm down. That's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's so embarrassing.
Love the honesty. I'm down.
Like 99.
Okay.
And like, you know, if you want to, the only thing that's holding me back is I don't know.
Yeah.
What is the likelihood of us sleeping with each other after this?
Probably 60%.
60%.
Oh.
I think a lot of feelings have been spilled.
That is very true.
It kind of brought the percentage down a little bit.
she
Dropped
was ready and
20%.
willing.
Oh, yeah, she was 100% before.
I mean, you can. We'll see how dinner goes.
Would you like to kiss me now that we met in person?
Would you like to kiss me now that we've met in person?
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna make you fly all the way out here for me to just not want to kiss you.
Okay, well, I don't want you to feel obligated to do anything you don't
No,
want to.
I want to. I mean, right now I'm a little pissed at you, but I still want to kiss you.
Okay.
Would you rather kiss me right now or block me forever? Decide.
Right now, girl. Just get out of the way. I mean, if you're cool with it, right? But right now, if I could.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh, damn. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Good for you.
That wasn't so bad.
That wasn't so bad.
Thank you.
Oh, they're getting married.
Yeah, bro,
so
look at that.
cute.
They're even wearing the colors.
They're getting married.
Now that you've met me in person, do you want to keep dating?
Absolutely.
Me too.
Absolutely. That's a silly question.
Yeah. Imagine you said
That
no.
was a good one.
No, never.
Do you want to put a title on this?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. No way.
Oh, then we'll be the same height.
Oh my god, yeah.
Fuck off.
Okay. Do you want to be my girlfriend?
Oh my god, I thought you was gonna be the. I like to. Definitely propose after that. You should have proposed, huh?
Do you want to keep this date going, or are you gonna hit me up with some made-up excuse? Give it to me straight. You know, I'd rather know what you're feeling, what you're thinking, than
You know, it
make up
was,
some. Yeah.
it was real. It was fun, but it wasn't real fun.
Oh damn.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh shit. I was like, oh fuck. All right, like, hey, you know what? I did my best, right?
No, I would love to. I would love to keep this date going for sure.
Yeah, hell yeah. Where do you want to go?
The last couple.
Wherever you take me.
Where I got you, girl. Yeah, I already have a
Oh,
place.
they're definitely now.
Now that you've met me in person, do you want to keep dating?
I'm unsure.
You're unsure.
I'm unsure.
Love it.
But
Let's see.
we'll decide. We'll decide later.
Still on for dinner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Duh. That's gonna be the deciding
Are they going
factor.
for dinner?
All right. there you go.
We'll see
You gotta take me to
from
a nice
there.
Italian
Still got a
restaurant.
chance.
Nah, I
Yeah.
think
Silly.
she made up
I
her
love
mind
you.
already, man. I'm gonna be honest.
Have you guys ever said that to each other before?
Mm-mm.
You're good to get up and get out of here.
Sweet.
Damn. Called it. Called it.
Aw.
Oh, that's nice. Nice.
Love that.
Good. Good.
Very sweet.
Yeah. Wow. That was nice. That was 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Hey, we'll take that win.
You know what? That's a pass.
How
in
important
some
is this to
school-
you?
some
Is this like a
state.
deal breaker?
Anyways,
I love you too much, so certainly this is not a deal breaker.
Oh, good. Okay.
we're gonna continue on with the show.
We'll be back.
All right. Okie doke.
And we're back, folks.
Grape also tastes like ass.
Wow, you're not a happy dad guy. Never
I
again?
I have made the decision.
Never again?
Yeah, no.
Do better,
Definitely.
Nelk boys?
Nelk boys. That's what
Nelk
they're called.
boys, do better.
Yeah. Mississauga's finest.
Damn.
Anywho.
Damn.
All right, we are back. We're going to avoid the whole political things and keep it fine and dandy. Let's talk about sports a little bit. This NFL Sunday, this past NFL Sunday. All right, Ryan, I'm going to go on a little rant a little bit.
Please do, man. Please
Because
do.
you know what happened.
I do.
On what happened Monday, rather.
I do. I saw.
I'm wearing a hat, but as y'all are aware, or if you're not aware by now, I am a Bears fan. I support the Bears. Now you're probably asking yourselves, Carlos, why do you hate life? Why are you suicidal? Are you miserable? Like, do you just not appreciate what life has to give you for picking such a team? And the answer is, you know what? I love life. And you know what? I just wanted to pick a team that was down on their luck, who may not have the biggest supporters, and the potential was there. And I picked the Bears, and the potential picked up when we got the number 1 draft pick, being the Heisman Trophy winner, that is Caleb Williams. We just got Ben Johnson, who came off a great run from the Detroit Lions, and things were going to pick up. Now, this past Monday, we had some potential in the first quarter there. Things were looking good for us, but then in the end, we didn't pull through. Ryan, I had a lot of feelings on Monday, and pissed off was number 1 on the list.
I can imagine.
Now, you're a football fan. I'm sure you're used to disappointment, you know,
I am.
with a
Definitely.
fair share of Colts game that might have happened in the past.
Definitely.
But this one, it got to me because I thought that all the right things happened. All things were in place. But then Caleb Williams just going to do some... you know what? But I'm glad it's Thursday now because it gave me time to, sit back, not go in full emotion swinging, and just assess as to what happened. Caleb, it just wasn't Caleb's game. The dude was holding onto the ball a bit too long. Caleb, I'm referring to the QB for those that don't know. He was holding onto the ball too long, didn't know who to pass to, and that's something that he's got to work on. He's indecisive. But you know what? When we lost that game on Monday, you know what I noticed at that press conference? Ben Johnson, he took accountability for the loss. That's
Damn.
something the Bears coaches haven't done in a while.
Damn.
I've noticed that from a lot of comments. I also noticed a lot of comments of what happened here. Sorry, we're watching the Washington and Green Bay game as well. And something must have happened. Looked like a player is passing out or what's going on? Oh, that's definitely a yellow flag. Anyways, I'll move on with my little ranty rant there. But yes, coach is taking accountability for a loss. And another comment that I'm noticing from the football fans that have watched this game: how can he support a team where a QB has painted fingernails? Now, I understand. I get it. But at the same time, damn it, the man won a Heisman Trophy.
Yep.
You can't take away from that.
100%.
There's a reason why he won that trophy.
100%.
There's a bunch of Hall of Famers that would have killed to won that back in the day. But they didn't. At the end of the day, There's a reason why he won that trophy, because he was the best of the best of the best at that season. That is.
Yes.
All right. And he was against some top-notch players. All right. That being said, Monday just wasn't his game. We'll see where that goes. We play Detroit, Ben Johnson's old team, this Sunday. We'll see where it takes us. Bear down. I got to say about that on Monday.
It was a interesting game to watch.
Yes.
You know, I'm not the Vikings fan. I'm not a Bears fan. I cheer for the Bears because Carlos, you know, by proxy. But in this case, yeah, it was a rough game to watch. I think Caleb looked really, really good in the beginning.
Yes.
He was, you know, slinging balls.
Yeah. Hey, yo.
Hey,
he
had good spin on the balls.
Hey, yo, we got kids watching this, bro.
It was really good. I think that they...
Oh shit! I thought he caught that.
Big defensive play.
Yes.
But yeah, it was a rough watch. I'm sure that Bears fans are extremely disappointed. But yet again, you know, Caleb Williams, Heisman winner. You know, not everyone can come out and be a new stud in the NFL. It's
only
a different
the second
game.
Season.
Yeah, it's only a second season. A different game. You know, I know they expect every single person to come out and be stars, but it just doesn't happen like that.
Right.
Like, not everyone can come out as a rookie, do an extremely good job, or even as a sophomore. So long as the Bills are willing to work with him, give him a shot, I think the skill set is there.
Right.
I think the determination could potentially be there, and then maybe, you know, it works out in a certain sense.
Absolutely.
And honestly, the crazy thing about football is that sometimes it's just like a scheme or like an opportunity or like whatever. Maybe one opportunity didn't work in one team, but it might work somewhere else.
Absolutely.
So it's like, you know, don't, you know, put it down too much. But, you know, at the end of the day, I think at the end of this season, maybe even the end of next season, if they give them the chance, then the Bears are going to have to make a hard decision. Whether they draft a new QB, whether they try to bring in maybe a vet that comes in place for a couple of years to, you know, do something with it. But it's a tough time to be a Bears fan right now. That's for sure.
It's a toughie.
That is for sure.
We'll talk about Ravens and the Bills game. I know it was only first week, but game of the season so far. I feel
probably going to be one of the best entertainment you'll ever watch in football.
In terms of football, that's like peak what you want to see in a football game.
Go watch that game.
They uploaded the full game on YouTube.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It was incredible.
It was absolutely amazing. That was literally one of the best NFL games I've ever seen in my life.
Like, it was incredible.
And made it better because I have Josh Allen as my quarterback on my fantasy team. But, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, he's my number one QB on my fantasy team. I drafted him. He put up a solid 42 points for me to win me my week.
And he killed it for you guys.
He killed it. Absolutely killed it.
Absolutely killed it. And I got to say, shout out to a few other players as well. Derrick Henry is a fucking
animal.
My God, the dude was running routes like a fucking like nothing. Like he was just crossing through as if it was like crossing through like butter, bro. Yeah. He just cutting through, just excuse me, pardon me, and just running through the end zone like nothing.
And the fumble at the end, you know, people make mistakes.
Absolutely.
It happens. You know, he took responsibility for it. It's crazy because in sports fantasy world, and if you're not a fantasy person, you know, don't have to worry too much about this segment. But supposedly on one of the big fantasy platforms, I think it's called Sleeper, over 125 teams lost just off of that fumble.
Oof.
So the fumble, depending on the league and how many points is determined from a fumble, it's like negative something.
Right.
So that means 120 something matchups the person lost because of that fumble at the end of the game.
God damn.
Which is absolutely crazy.
That's rough. That's rough.
Wild.
Yeah.
That's
unfortunate.
Yeah. Love that statistic.
And also, big shout out on the Bills side to Keon Coleman.
Yes. Huge game.
That man is going to be a god. I hope he becomes a huge star. I wish nothing but the best for him because he's funny as hell.
Yeah.
And plus, he had a killer game.
Huge game.
I mean, like, it's only his second season, I believe. Yeah. And
he's got great hands.
Okay, dude, seriously, between the balls thing and the hands thing, what's your deal?
What's
going on?
Saying?
Bro.
He's got great hands.
Man, what's your deal, bro?
You know, when Josh Allen's slinging balls and he's got great hands to catch.
What do you do? Bro, YouTube, please do not censor or demonetize. What are you trying to get us into, bro?
It's amazing.
Oh, my God.
Great game.
Anywho, Anyways, Washington Commanders and the Golden. Sorry, the Green Bay Packers are playing right now. So
while Carlos is getting over the football puns, I got some people's kids for this week.
Oh, please.
So not to jump back into politics, but we're giving it to Doug Ford this week. So
I
know.
think I know what you were getting into, but
we've talked about this in the past on the last couple of episodes, especially like during the summer. You know, it plays into the C&E where they had like 55,000 people apply for roles when they were only taking in like 5,000.
I do know what you're talking about.
You know, my current experience with my little brother, him having a hard time finding a job as a young student. And like back when Carlos and I were like 16, we could just go walk into a Wendy's. We could walk into a Tim Hortons.
Sign an application.
I could used to walk into a Toys R Us, sign an application. You know, and you'd have a pretty good chance, so long as you were like, you know, okay.
Absolutely.
You'd have a couple questions during the interview.
They would interview then and there.
Yeah, man. Like, and they'd be like, okay, when can you start?
Yeah.
Man, I'll start this weekend.
Absolutely.
The harshest thing that our youth are having to fall into or having to work with as of right now is the unemployment opportunities or the employment opportunities that are happening.
Part-time, too.
Yeah. It's absolutely terrible. But it's absolutely terrible what's going on with the youth. You know, they're not being able to find jobs, it sets a really bad standard because, like, you know, when you're 15, 16, 17, these are when you gain these sort of principles and, like, responsibilities of, like, scheduling, you know, learning how to, like, you know, stock shelves or, like, you know, flip burgers properly and then being on time and, like, doing work and having to deal with customers and stuff like that. These are all of the really, really extremely important skills as a high school student that you may not learn in high school, 100%. But you get to learn during your summer job. 100%. You get to learn during your part-time job. If you aren't getting the opportunity to be able to do this, then you may not be able to gain the skills as early as need be, which is a huge issue. So we know that youth unemployment's at its highest it's ever been.
Yeah.
I think it's at like 60% or something like that within the GTA.
They said it's like recession numbers.
Yeah, like recession numbers. Yeah. Like absolutely ridiculous. And then Doug Ford,
when asked,
has the balls to come out and say, for youth, kids that can't find jobs, look harder. Look harder. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. You know what I mean?
Spit in the face, really.
It's a huge spit in the face to the youth. Are you kidding me?
And I want to remind you, folks, we just talked about how Crown Royal is leaving.
Yeah.
So what's his reply going to be when he promised all those workers that were at the press conference with him, all those, like, you're going to find a job.
Look harder.
What if they can't find a job?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Look harder. Yeah. Look harder.
Look harder. That's the problem, Ryan. There's no need to give him some people's kids. These youth that have been unemployed for months, who have been on different websites, have probably gone in person to some of these locations.
Yep.
They haven't looked hard enough. That's all.
It's terrible. Like, I follow the Toronto Employment Reddit. I follow the Toronto Jobs Reddit. Just to sort of gather information when I'm happening to be reading Reddit about, you know, what's going on with people's experiences, how are people, you know, making do, stuff like that. There's even like Poverty Finance Canada that I love to follow as well. And there's over and over and over again so many different posts from like 17-year-olds in Ontario or like 18-year-old, 19-year-old like children literally that are hard time having a job, like finding a job. It's because there's not opportunities. They would go into their Tim Hortons, their McDonald's, or whatever it may be, and then you have these jobs either being filled by international students, by older adults because the recessions are so bad, and then they're not giving opportunities for the young children to be able to learn these basic skills and have a job at a certain point in time. So like you have students that go to Ryerson, the U of T, any other major colleges and universities that can't find a part-time job when it's like they rely on this to be able to pay their tuition or to be able to sustain themselves during the year when they happen to need to put food on the table. It's an extremely concerning situation that's happening within Ontario specifically, at least on our end. And then you have your premier that comes out and says, look harder to you.
You ain't doing enough to search for a job.
It is absolutely ridiculous. And if Doug Ford came out and said, look, man, like I'm really trying to gain more opportunities to get more business out there so that they do have an opportunity to hire part-timers, or if Ontario is willing to give subsidies to certain corporations and businesses that are willing to hire high school students.
But that's not the issue at hand. The issue at hand is there's not enough people going into the office.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the issue at hand, Ryan.
It is crazy. It is.
There's priorities, brother.
Yeah.
So
crazy.
Well deserved. Some people's kids.
110%.
I think at that point it goes to show premier for everyone that's outside of Canada. That means that's basically the governor.
Yeah,
that's basically our governor. But it goes to show when someone at that political level could say that, that just means that they've given up.
Yeah,
and you're literally on your own.
Yeah.
Although the reason why you were voted for was to ensure that you were going to find jobs for those who can't. Promise more jobs. So,
absolutely
well deserved. Yeah, good call.
Yeah,
I totally forgot about that too. And I had a note. I remember I was going to be like, oh, I'm going to write that note. That definitely deserves some people's kids. But yeah well done.
110% some people's kids.
It's like, at that point, you should probably just like call it a career and just give the seat up to someone who's willing to actually.
It's nuts,
look
man.
For jobs.
Like I'm not. We're not politicians, Carlson and I.
No.
We don't have all the answers.
I have no desire to
Doug
be
Ford has a hard job. I'm not going to deny
Absolutely.
that. It's not an easy job by any means, but I think that you haven't inspired the youth to do anything by telling them to look harder. You know what I mean? Like, try to help provide resources, give them some sort of guidance that they're like employment works in Ontario. There's certain unemployment agencies that are willing to help. If the Ontario government's willing to maybe create a department.
Direct them to the right way. But at the end of the day, did he do that? No.
It is
he just said 2 words, and now.
Crazy, man.
Great.
It's such an interesting concept where like people like this just are like, yeah, you need to work harder. You need to look harder. It's like, man, these are kids. They're trying to find their first job. You know what I mean? It's like they need guidance to be able to move them forward and like help in a certain sense. And it's like, man, the government's like, man, look harder, man. Like that's such a crazy thing. I couldn't believe that actually was real.
That's such a no fucks given that if I've ever heard one.
Couldn't believe it. So yeah, Doug Ford, you are officially on Some People's Kids. I'm sure for the multiple time. And you heavily deserve it.
Absolutely.
I hope that, not that I hope, but like it would be hilarious if like his grandchildren are having trouble finding jobs. Because I think his daughters
ironic.
I think all his daughters are like in their 20s and 30s.
Yeah, they're married and
stuff. So yeah, it's extremely funny.
It'd be ironic if you had like grandkids and they couldn't find jobs. Yeah. Just look harder. Look harder.
Look harder.
Definitely
Crazy.
Well deserved. I mean, speaking of local news, the incident with the daycare yesterday.
Yes.
I mean, thoughts and prayers with the one child that passed away, to the family who lost a toddler. I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
The heartbreak, the emotions that you are going through right now, and it really breaks my heart. When shit like that goes down. To all the other toddlers that were injured, we're rooting for you. Hopefully you kids will be running around, trick or treating, back to hopefully in time to trick or treat next month. And I don't know what apparently they arrested a guy, but I don't believe they think it could be him, like a 70-year-old guy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, really unfortunate situation overall, and hopefully justice is served. And that's what I gotta say.
Yeah, like condolences to the family that happened to lose their child in a situation. It's probably one of the most heartbreaking things in the world to lose your child, especially when you drop them off and you're working towards building a family and trying to raise this child with all the values and love and everything that you wanted to implement. And it's crazy being like, man, I had to drop my child off at daycare because I had to go to work, you know what I mean, or whatever it happens to be, and like it's such a crazy aspect of the world where it's like daycare it's so like important to families now, because like you almost can't run on just a one person salary anymore. You know what I mean? You need both people working.
Absolutely.
And then if you don't have like grandparents or family that are retired and they can take care of your kids, and like daycare is the option that you happen to be forced
daycare ain't cheap
into.
by any
it's
means.
No,
by
not at all.
any means.
Daycare, you know, I've read that some parents are paying within the thousands a month, like just to be able to. Like if Carlos and I look at our salaries and we're like, man, like we're only making a couple $1,000s a month. Imagine having to pay for daycare on top of that. You know, with what we already what we spend, and, you know, what we try to save and all that kind of stuff. It's absolutely ridiculous to say that. So it's like, I'm not trying to make this political, or I'm not trying to make this too much about the economy, but if the kid was at home, like would have happened? And like, you know, part of it is that both parents happen to have to work. Yet again, I don't know what that toddler situation is, but there's way more kids in daycare, I'm sure now, than there were, you know, X amount of years ago, because it's just one of those things that's become the norm. It's like both parents work. We have to put our kid into daycare, this and that. And it's like, you think with daycare, not that this happens all the time. Like you don't really hear about a 7-year-old driving their car into a daycare, but it's just like the safety aspect where we have to try to do as much as we possibly can to protect our children.
Right.
So like whatever safety measures that the government happens to learn from this, whatever building codes that happen to get updated from this, need to be put into place so that stuff like this doesn't happen anymore. Because not that like an adult or like a high schooler or whatever it may be is different from a toddler, but a toddler didn't get a chance at life. You know, it's like maybe we need to create sort of protection barriers around daycares so that if this ever does happen, then, you know, cars can sort of go into a barrier as opposed to going right into the window. So just things like that. I think that it's a good opportunity for the government to learn, or for building permits to learn, or some sort of necessary requirements to come into place. But yeah, extremely, extremely disheartening, extremely, extremely sad from that perspective. Like my heart goes out to them, and it's just one of those things that, you know, we need to kind of take this and learn from it as society and kind of go from there.
Gotta go. Yeah, well said. All right, let's lightheart it up. TIFF is this week.
Yes.
TIFF. Have you seen any celebrities around downtown?
No, I haven't.
You probably wouldn't even recognize anyone, would you?
Probably not.
You're a son of a bitch. You know that. What is wrong with you? If you mean to tell me you've seen a hottie with a body that was in... If Sydney Sweeney walked past you, you wouldn't recognize her?
We live in Toronto.
Yeah?
We have some of the most gorgeous women.
Okay, that's fine. But then you ask them to speak. But if you ask them to speak, they'd probably be like, "Yo, fam, you're on a big man thing." And then it ruins it for you.
Everybody's an absolute sweetie in Toronto.
Whatever.
Everybody.
Ryan, by the way, I'm glad you told me that you are the one that punched James McAvoy in the face.
Wow.
At that bar.
Wow.
I'm glad you admitted that to me, and I appreciate that.
Wow.
You didn't have to be so honest, but thank you for...
Look, man.
Yeah.
I didn't like him in that one movie.
That's right.
I had to do it.
I mean, and you went up to him.
Had to do it. Yeah.
And boom.
This game, one of those, you know, sucker punches to the face.
Pow!
Yeah,
and
right in the kisser.
You carried on in your you carried on drinking your beer.
And then security pulled me out, and I'm like, "What did I do wrong?"
Well, I'm sorry. I thought this was Canada.
I thought this was Canada. But yeah, no, that's actually real messed up.
That's pretty messed up. Not a good look for us.
No, definitely not.
Some people's kids, obviously, is the dude that did it.
Yeah, I would love to see who this person is.
Yeah. Imagine we know the guy.
Yeah, which could potentially be,
that
right?
could be a thing.
Like, it could be a thing, you know, or we've been in proximity of this person at some point in time. Like, I'm sure that it could happen, but yeah, absolutely wild, man. Like, they need to, well, it's so hard because it's like, man, there's so many just drunk people out in Toronto.
In
you know
Toronto,
what I mean? Toronto, we just have way too many drunk people all the time.
And like,
I'm one of them.
Okay. Ryan. I was just thinking, like, I forget which bar. They said the bar that he was
the
at.
Charlotte Room.
That's it.
The Charlotte Room.
And this is, which street was it? What
It's on King Street West.
Yeah, I was going to say, because King, they have their fair share of alcoholics over there.
It's down the street from TIFF. So TIFF, I believe it usually goes from about University to about Spadina, like
Sounds
in and
about
around
right.
that area
Sounds about right.
on King Street West.
Yeah.
So they close off the whole street. That's when kind of the red carpet comes out and all that stuff. And then I believe that the Charlotte Room is along that strip before Spadina, somewhere around there. I haven't been there personally myself. Looks like a great bar, but yeah, just crazy. So James, what's his name?
James McAvoy.
James McAvoy.
Yeah.
I can't even name.
I heard he's a really nice guy too.
Yeah, he looks like one.
Yeah, I heard like he's one of those select art actors who like even when he's on a movie set he'll talk to like anybody and everybody.
Well, I read that he was like sitting with a bunch of his producers.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden gets a sucker punch to the right at like
Crazy.
his head or something like that, which is absolutely nuts.
That's uncalled for.
Yeah, very uncalled for. Apologies, James.
So, we hope that is
That's
not the
Toronto.
impression that you have of Toronto.
That's not Toronto.
No, not by any means. Like that does not happen often. And but fuck. Speaking of bars, have you been to a place called Prequel?
No, I haven't.
Huh. I'm in terms of speakeasies, one of the best bars I've ever been to. Prequel on
Amazing.
Queen.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
I've never heard of this.
It's so good, dude.
What's great about it?
I mean, the atmosphere, it's not too big. Not that small, just right. Service is phenomenal. The bartenders are nice as hell.
Love that.
Oh, the drinks are great. Prequel on Queen. If you haven't checked that place out, it's nice because it's behind like a secret. It looks like a freaking witchcraft shop where they have potions and shit. But it's phenomenal, and behind it is a nice ass bar. Behind it, it's so good.
Okay, I love that.
You got to check this place out. Dude.
Shout out to Prequel on
Shout
Queen.
out to Prequel. I loved the atmosphere. I would go back 100 times and more.
All right, I love it.
That's all I gotta say. Shout out to Prequel.
Shout out to Prequel. I have to
Change
check it out
my.
one of these days.
I see the light. I saw I'm like, listen, bars are bars to me. I'm like whatever, but Prequel that was different,
Something
baby.
else.
It was the
love it.
bartenders are in like bow ties and a white suit and a white whole ass suit. It was beautiful.
Amazing.
Unbelievable. So
Amazing.
good. You have to check this place out, right?
Okay, check it out.
All right. That's all I got for this episode. Also, Bo, I will actually one last thing. Canelo and Crawford this weekend. If you have a Netflix account, please check it out. That's a big fight. It's gonna shatter the boxing realm. So check it out. And also support your football teams this Sunday, because Football Sunday is back, baby.
Yes,
Second
it is.
week 2.
Yes, it is.
All right. So if for all you fan duelers or sports, what's the other one called?
Fantasy.
FanDuel
or
and
Bet365.
any
BetMGM.
of those bettors, get your bets in, but bet responsibly, obviously. But yeah, football season is in, baby. All right, go watch you some football. All you men who aren't even into sports and but have a girl at home nagging about you about taking out the goddamn trash or washing the dishes, watch some football, because that's the only excuse.
Damn.
You got to get away with it.
Damn.
All right? That's all I got to say. Ryan, you have anything else to say to the children?
That's all I got. Enjoy the weekend. Thank you for joining in for another episode.
That's
We're
right.
halfway through September, and we're getting close to the colder months, and we're hoping to cozy up
Halloween's
with
nearly
everybody
upon
else.
us.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to see some sexy ass costumes this year.
Woo.
I'm out because we outside. This is the happy dad speaking. So,
But I guess that's it.
That's it for this week's episode. Tune in next week where we'll talk about some other ish. That being said, I am Carlos.
And I'm Ryan.
And this has been The Blank with Carlos and Ryan. RIP to all those affected by September 11th. And never forget. And as always, fill it in.
Peace, everybody.
Bye-bye.